Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight. So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, his counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll go to the keeper. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
It's a gain of a yard.
In motion, Hill.
And a first down. A gain of 1 yard.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
Another run by Bigsby. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Bigsby. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Shows some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11.
And a first down.
They'll pitch it out to White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. A short throw to Ingram. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Richardson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They bring their punter out there now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Yards on the play. That's good for a first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Result.
Bigsby once more. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
A loss of a yard.
And they'll send Judy in motion left.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now he'll tuck this and run. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A run here with Bigsby. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Take Bigsby, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
To kick off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They start the drive with White. And powering through at the 35. And able to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
First and 10.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
4 yards. That's another first down.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Jackson on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They give to White on the option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the carry, Bigsby. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 15-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tank Bigsby with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Complete on a deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Back to throw now on first down. That one complete to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
From the gun, Bigsby. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. In motion, Hill. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
10 yards. And a first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for the
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Oh, look at the juke.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
That's good for a first down.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First down, here's White.
And they'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Richardson working from the gun.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run by Bigsby.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
That's complete to Pearsall.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
A gain of 2.
Read option, this is White.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go to the back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Richardson looking to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
11 yards. It's 4th down.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It's a gain of 18.
Here's Bigsby.
Wiggles free. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 10
more yards. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
An inside run to Scatterby.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Pass caught by Pearsall.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Ricky Pearsall. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tyler Luke now to try the field goal.
He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
44-yard line.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Has his man. It's Shakir.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They go play action with Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now it's Richardson.
And a completion to Wilson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 19-yard line.
Now Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
White. He's going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
4-yard line.
Again, this is White. And this time we're running to a roll right at the 4-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Second down and 6 now. Again, it's Scatterbury.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And on now is the punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in.
The home team's offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now inside the 25.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Our home team, 6.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
Richardson out of the shotgun. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Richardson.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Richardson on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for our visitors,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.